Hello everyone. In today's video, we will see what is food chain and what is food web. Food chain is a series of organisms interrelated in their feeding habits, the smallest being fed upon by a larger one, which in turn feeds a still larger one. Food chain in ecology is the sequence of transfers of matter and energy in the form of food from organism to organism. Food chains intervene locally into a food web because most organisms consume more than one type of animal or plant. Plants which convert solar energy to food by photosynthesis are the primary food source. In the picture you can see food chain. It is a connection between producers and consumers through feeding relationships. The food chain is a linear arrangement or series of organisms that are capable of eating one another so that the essential nutrients and energy flow from one living organism to the next one. Let us use this picture as an example. In this picture, grass is up first. Grass, which is a producer, synthesizes energy with the help from the sun. The grasshopper then receives, which is a herbivore, receives this energy by eating the grass. Next, the mouse, a carnivore and a secondary consumer, eats the grasshopper and receives its energy. Lastly, the owl, which is another carnivore, receives energy after eating the mouse. The last organism in the chain is the top predator. The amazing thing is that the grass allows all of the organisms after it in the food chain to survive and get energy. Now let us see what is food web. Many interconnected food chains make up a food web. When you look at the larger picture, a food web shows a realistic representation of the energy flow through different organisms in an ecosystem. Sometimes a single organism gets eaten by many predators or it eats many other organisms. This is when a food chain doesn't represent the energy flow in a proper manner because there are many trophic levels that interconnect. The trophic levels we will see in the later slides. This is where a food web comes into place. It shows the interactions between different organisms in an ecosystem. A food web consists of all the food chains in a single ecosystem. Each living thing in an ecosystem is part of multiple food chains. Each food chain is has one possible path that energy and nutrients may take as they move through the ecosystem. All of the interconnected and overlapping food chains in an ecosystem make up a food web. A food web is a graphical model depicting the many food chains linked together to show the feeding relationships of organisms in an ecosystem. It differs from a food chain in a way that the latter is a linear system showing a succession of organisms whereby each species is eaten in turn by another species. Food web is a more complex network of what eats what in a particular ecosystem. The position that an organism occupies in a food chain or food web is called the trophic level. The two main categories of trophic levels are autotrophs and heterotrophs. Autotrophs are those organisms that are capable of producing organic matter from inorganic materials. Example, carbon dioxide, and utilizing energy. Example, light energy from the sun. Photosynthetic organisms such as plants are an example of an autotroph. In a food chain, they are also referred to as the producers. The next one is heterotrophs are those organisms that rely on other organisms to obtain organic matter because they lack the ability as that in autotrophs. The heterotrophs feed on organisms for nourishment. They include the herbivores, carnivores or predators and omnivores. Plants are the most familiar type of autotroph, but there are many other kinds. Algae, whose larger forms are known as seaweed, are autotrophic. Phytoplankton, tiny organisms that live in the ocean, are also autotrophs. Some types of bacteria are autotrophs. Organisms in food webs are grouped into categories called trophic levels. These levels are divided into as producers, consumers and decomposers. Let us see the producers. Producers make up the first trophic level. Producers, also known as autotrophs, make their own food and do not depend on any other organism for nutrition. Most autotrophs use a process called photosynthesis to create food from sunlight, carbon dioxide and water. Plants are the most familiar type of autotroph, but there are many other kinds like algae, whose larger forms are known as seaweed, are also autotrophic. A phytoplankton, tiny organisms that live in the ocean, are also autotrophs. Some types of bacteria are also autotrophs. For example, bacteria living in active volcanoes use sulfur, not carbon dioxide, to produce their own food. This process is called as chemosynthesis. The next trophic levels are made up of animals that eat producers. These organisms are called consumers. Consumers can be carnivores, animals that eat other animals, or omnivores, which animals that eat both plants and animals. Omnivores, like people, consume many types of foods. People eat plants such as vegetables and fruits. We also eat animals and animal products such as meat, milk and egg. We eat fungi such as mushrooms. Next comes the primary consumers, which are herbivores. Herbivores eat plants, algae and other producers. They are at the second trophic level. In a grassland ecosystem, deer, mice and even elephants are herbivores. They eat grasses, shrubs and trees. In a desert ecosystem, a mouse that eats seeds and fruits is a primary consumer. Next comes the secondary consumers, which eat herbivores. They are at the third trophic level. In a desert ecosystem, a secondary consumer may be a snake that eats a mouse. In the kelp forest, sea otters are secondary consumers that hunt sea urchins. Next comes tertiary consumers. Eat the secondary consumers. They are at the fourth trophic level. In the desert ecosystem, an owl or eagle may prey on a snake. There may be more levels of consumers before a chain finally reaches its top predator. Top predators, also called apex predators, eat other consumers. They may be at the fourth or fifth trophic level. They have no natural enemies except humans. Lions are apex predators in the grassland ecosystem. In the ocean, fish like the great white shark are apex predators. In the desert, bobcats and mountain lions are top predators. Next comes the decomposers. Decomposers like fungi and bacteria complete the food chain. Decomposers turn organic wastes such as decaying plants into inorganic materials such as nutrient-rich soil. They complete the cycle of life, returning nutrients to the soil or oceans for use by autotrophs. This starts a whole new series of food chains. Thank you. In the next video, we will see what is population and community ecology.